Hey fellow Brick fans, DJ Bricks here, back for another review. Before we get started, if you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe. YouTube right now is showing me that over 90% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you like what you see, please, if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Star Wars sets in particular will be uploaded every Wednesday. And don't forget to also smash that like button, comment below what you think of this set or how my review went. And getting into today's set, I have the Lego Star Wars 2021. It is Luke Skywalker's X-Wing fighter. It is set number 75301. It's recommended for ages 9 and up. It has 474 pieces, and it retails in the United States for $50. That is like $30 cheaper than the last two X-Wings we've gotten. So this leads me into the whole this type of set where Lego is going to try to downscale several iconic ships that we know and love and try to give it to us at a lower price point. But let's see how they achieve that and how they do, and see how this stacks up, starting as always with the minifigures. The first figure, it is of course Luke Skywalker. I mean, it is his X-Wing. He does come with his lightsaber, even though he doesn't use it in this scene. Lego tends to give lightsabers to characters just to let the figures have it so they can kids can role play. This figure is actually new for 2021. Lego actually updated the printing for the torso and the legs. All they changed really is the little flare belt on his pants there, as well as the belt straps, and then they updated the little control breathing apparatus on the front torso there, cleaned it up a bit, made it a little bit more movie accurate, and there is the back torso printing. The head is nothing new. We've been getting it for a few years now, and there is a secondary face with the visor pulled up, but that does it for the faces. I kind of wish that the helmet that they made for 2018 kind of returned. They seem to have ditched that due to fan backlash. But getting into the helmet itself, mine is massively misprinted. The yellow caution thing, which is supposed to be right here, it got printed a little bit too high up, and then as you can see, one of the Rebel insignias on his helmet is really lopsided, so that is a big quality issue there, and I'm surprised it made it past QC. So apart from that, it's not that bad of a figure. Next up is everybody's favorite faithful R2 unit, R2D2 here. This is not a new figure, but it is a slight update we've been getting for a few years now. Body print is the same, leg print doesn't have any, but same mold, same general design. Where it is different from previous R2s is what are small differences up here at the head. This light thing here on his front is a different shade of pink, as well as this whatever this is supposed to be right here. It's bigger than on previous R2 units, and that light at the back is also slightly different. So Just small differences, but it does make him a different figure. But we have been getting this R2 for a couple years now. This figure is Princess Leia. She does come with a small blaster, as you can see, and it is nice getting this figure. Just due to the fact that we rarely ever get sets based on A New Hope with Princess Leia that is not set at the Escape from the Death Star. So that is nice to get her here. Torso print is nothing new. The leg skirt piece is previously only in the Tantive 4 UCS set. So it is nice getting that piece, particularly in a $50 set for those who weren't able to get that set. Face print is nothing new. We've been getting it for a while with our Leia figures. And then the bun, the hair piece here is nothing new either. We've been getting it since 2011. But according to the instructions, they did give it a new part number for 2021. And there is the back of our facial expression, as well as the back torso there, and the back of that skirt if you haven't seen it. Saving the best for last here, we get General Dodonna from A New Hope. We have never gotten this character, surprisingly, in a Lego set before, so this is his debut. He does come with that medium-sized blaster in silver. It's not a new color, but it is nice to get those blasters in different colors. He has some nice torso and leg carrying down onto the legs, and those are new to represent his outfit in the movie. He does have a nice face print there. Uses the Doc Brown hairpiece, which is nothing new in white. And he does have an alternate face, but that does it for our first General Dodonna figure. Again, surprising we haven't gotten him in the 20 years of Lego Star Wars until now. But that does it for the figures. Let's move on to the actual build of the set. Taking a look at the new 2021 X-Wing, you do have some nice shaping here, some nice build techniques. But before we get into all that, I am going to bring in the previous 2018 model just so you can see how much they downscaled this. So this right here is the 2018 one. You can see the one right next to it for size. They pretty much downscaled the guns, shrunk the wings, shrunk the engines massively, and they kind of shortened up the nose, made the nose a little bit smaller, but it's not that much of a shrinkage, but they do use significantly less pieces here. So it is that's how much it got shrunk down, which is not a bad thing. Those previous X-Wings used to cost $80. This costs $50, so there was going to be some shrinkage there, and I think that they did a really good job at shrinking this, but maintaining the design aesthetics of what we know an X-Wing to be. You do have some nice shaping back here with the engines and whatnot, but the engines and the block here, you have nice shaping on the wings. As you saw, these turrets can be knocked out a little bit easily if you're not careful, but going specifically into specific designs, you do have some nice shaping using parts along here. You do have a sticker on the front of the nose here. This canopy is a printed piece. It's reused from last year's pose X-Wing. You do have a couple stickers here on the engine blocks. These are a new piece for 2021. A sticker here on the wings, 2 of them, and that's repeated on the other side. And then you have a different sticker, one on each side of the main fuselage here. Flipping it to the underside here, you do have a couple of spring-loaded shooters on the bottom here. You just tap those and they fly out. Can easily be lost. That's why they give you a spare. You do have a couple of skis here representing the landing gear. This front one is kind of loose. It'll fly off if you're not careful. But unlike the previous models, it is non-retractable, which is a compromise that I guess they had to make just to slim this down a little bit. But getting into the main mechanism of the locking S-foils into attack position, you do have a nice little technique mechanism that pretty much uses mathematics to kind of scissor open. I will say that while this is a technique build and those are not fun to put together, I actually did enjoy putting this together, seeing how it all interlocked and seeing how this worked. So all you have to do is, there's no pushing forward, there's no twisting this time. They actually did a really nice mechanism where you just push down on this piece here and it locks it into position. It just again, it uses a nice little scissoring mathematic technique there just to get it to work, and it pops the wings out nicely there. And you just you have to close the wings manually, but it does work rather nicely. They don't always come together perfectly either, but you do have 3 stickers here just to kind of help accentuate the details there. In this space here, you put R2, and unlike previous models, R2 actually sits shoulder leg forward there, like he's supposed to in the X-Wings. He is stuck up a little bit farther than he should. You should only see his shoulders at maximum, but given how this feature is built into the for the extending wings there, it is understandable that they had to move it up a little bit. Looking at the interior of the cockpit here, it is a pretty basic one. They just use a couple of black pieces to make up the seat. There's no studs to hold them in there. They just use the that friend's piece just to hold onto his legs there, just to make it easier for a kid to get Luke in and out of the X-Wing without ripping the set apart. You do have a little console piece that is nothing new. We've been getting it since like 2016. It debuted in a Star Wars set, funnily enough. But putting Luke in there, you just put his legs and just close the cockpit. I will note that unfortunately there is no place to put his lightsaber. So good luck, kids, on not losing that. But going over some one other thing that I didn't like with this set, you can see here you have all these red pieces are supposed to be this deep red, and a couple of the pieces that I got are a few shades lighter than what they should be. So quality control was, I guess, asleep on the job with that too. This nose here, while I do think that they shrunk it up good, it doesn't look good, particularly from certain angles there. But all in all, I think that this was a good, valiant attempt to shrink the X-Wing, I think LEGO did a good job here. But that does it for looking at the actual set. Let's move on to the instructions, extra pieces and box, and then I'll meet back up with you for the final verdict. Okay, so for extra pieces, you do get a brick separator. Just due to all the technique that is used in the set, this is very helpful. You do get an extra bolt for your spring-loaded shooters if you lose one. That is included as the official part though. And you get a fairly basic assortment of extra pieces here. A couple of Technic pieces, extra lightsaber hilt as always with these. And that does it for the extra pieces. The instructions for this set, it's a pretty thick one. It is bound. You do have the box art on the front of the instructions as always. It's split up between 4 bags of building, and all in all it takes 106 pages of building. There you can see the entire winter wave of Star Wars sets for 2021. These 3 in this corner are releasing in March. I don't know why they're in this instruction with the rest of them, but here we have the minifigures for those sets, as well as an advertisement for the Skywalker Saga video game that's coming out eventually. And here we have a parts list in case you need to order a replacement part. And on the back we have the win with a clockwork robot this time. But that does it for the instruction manual. Looking at the box, it's that new $50 price point size box for 2021. You do have the standard Lego Star Wars layout we've been getting since 2019. Nice product image of the set. The set specs on the side along with the Disney logo down there. Minifigure call out on the other side there. Top of the box features Luke giving the actual size reference. And the back of the box just gives you a rundown of the various play features with the set, as well as you can play this exact model in the Lego Skywalker Saga video game that's coming out eventually. But that does it for the box. Over my final thoughts, I think that this was a very enjoyable and interesting build. Went together really quickly. There is a significant number of interesting techniques, allowed a couple of new pieces introduced here in 2021. Definitely helped with the building techniques that they used here. Likewise, check the parts inventory and building instructions if you want to know more on that. I do think that overall the question I posed in the opening of how they downscaled this, I think that the functions remain the same, the design aesthetics remain the same. They definitely did a lot of compromises to get that at this smaller scale. Some of them worked, some of them obviously, as I noted, didn't. But overall, I think that this was a valiant attempt and a good job at downscaling the X-Wing to give it to us at a cheaper price, especially for the kids here. A couple of design flaws, the landing gear. I forgot to point this out in the actual review, but in those engine blocks, there's not any detail for the interior of those. When you have the little turbines, but colors of the Technic there, that's not really that big of an issue, just due to you can pretend that there are various exposed wires and whatnot. Minifigure wise, all great inclusions. Luke and R2 are kind of standard inclusions for Luke's X-Wing, but the other two, I like that they're thrown in. I like that we just don't get just Luca and R2, that we do get extra figures for kids to play with, especially New Hope Leia, because she doesn't come in that many sets. General Dodonna, first inclusion, so really good. Quality issues I noticed are very egregious to me. They're very they very harm the consumer experience here. Luke's helmet is way more unexcusable to me rather than the discoloration of the brakes, because as Jing has pointed out in multiple times in his reviews, there's different batches, different things that can't always catch that, but still kind of harm the experience there. All in all, $50 for this. Well worth it in my opinion. The last X-Wing we got, again, was $80, so $30 cheaper. It gets more X-Wings into kids' hands that can actually afford that much, that really want an X-Wing. Good play experience, good overall, well worth that $50 price tag. So all in all, this gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. That does it for this review, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep building.